LDBC, this is your boy Coach Shelton Harrison. You're live on the Coach Shelton Harrison Boxing and MMA Show live. And Danny Swift Garcia. Oh boy, I done heard it all. He said that, shout out to boxing scene. Danny Garcia talking about he want one more fight before he got to fight Keith Thurman. I know y'all don't believe that, do you? He wanted one more. He wanted to stay active. Well, wait a minute, man. What you mean you want to stay active? You jackass, you've been inactive. And now you trying to be active? Okay, yeah, you actively fighting a bum. That's what you're doing. You are actively fighting a bum. That's just the way that is. That's just the way that is. You see, Danny Garcia, the fact of the matter is, and the real fact of the matter is, you have no intentions of fighting Keith Thurman, and you definitely don't want none of Errol Spence. I can tell you right now, you don't want none of Thurman, and you don't want none of Errol Spence, okay? Let me tell you, let me play it out what's going to happen, okay? I'm going to tell you what Garcia is going to do. He going to get in there and beat up Sammy Vargas. He going to beat the living piss out of him. He going to get probably a good $1-2 million for beating up Sammy Vargas. We ain't going to see Danny Garcia for another year. I'm telling y'all. Or a mysterious injury going to happen. We're not going to see the guy for another 2 years. A year probably. 12 months. We ain't going to see him. He going to come back. And then he going to say, well, I want to take a fight because I want to immediately get in the ring. By then, you know what? Errol Spence Jr. is going to be the OG. Errol Spence Jr. is going to be the OG by the time Danny Garcia want to fight somebody. And this dude a disgrace, man. Danny Garcia, he need to go back to rapping because you darn sure don't want to fight. We know that. Look, man, this dude don't want no parts of Thurman. He don't want no part of Spence, man. This dude will get in there and completely get annihilated, folks, and that's just the way that is. That's just the way that is. He'll get annihilated. And they don't want to let that old go. He don't want to let the O go. Can you imagine Angel Garcia, man? And he going to interview or somebody, a reporter asking him a question. Why is Danny fighting this bum? Why you always criticizing Danny? Why you always criticizing Danny? Danny didn't lose. He didn't lose. You reporters always got to criticize Danny. Danny this, Danny that. But Danny is the #1 welterweight in the world, and he didn't lose. Man, I can see that idiot doing that now. I'd be like, man, dude, you stupid. They know he cherry picking. This dude ain't gonna fight nobody substantial. I'm gonna call him Triple G Jr. Triple G Jr. That's his new name. I ain't gonna call him Danny Garcia anymore. His name is Triple G Jr. Cause good grief, man. I mean, are you serious? You really don't want to fight Thurman because you said you need a tune-up fight? What is it with these dudes and these tune-up fights? You got Jacobs. I know Jacobs turning down that fight. Jacobs going to turn down the fight because he said he need a tune-up. Watch. I bet you they could even try to give this dude a 40% person. He'll still find a way to turn it down because he'll need a tune-up first. Man, Jacobs is a fool. Garcia is a fool. All these dudes are fools, man. And I'm going to be honest with you, man. It's getting crazy. It's getting crazy to the point now, man. You know what? I really do need to put out more MMA videos. I probably just need to go ahead and just be a 90% MMA channel. I need to. Because I could probably get more subscribers quickly, but I just love boxing much more than MMA. I probably could. I probably would get more video views if I just went right to MMA. I'm probably sure I could. But no, I try to stick it out with boxing. I'm not one of these guys that will abandon ship. No, I don't do that. I try to stick it out. I try to really, really do what's best for the sport of boxing, and that's commentate and talk about it. But, man, Danny Garcia is a bum. Danny Garcia is a disgrace, and I don't care what people say. You can come on here all you want to and yuck and laugh it up but Coach, man, you always criticizing Danny. Yeah, that's what his daddy said, too. Yeah, I criticize Danny Garcia because he deserves it, man. Why do you think he doesn't deserve to get criticized? I don't understand. This is a lot of BS. This is straight up BS. You can't cover this up. You can't dress this up in chocolate syrup and try to put some cherries on. Yeah, you could put cherries on top of this chocolate covered PG-13 channel. You can't dress this up, y'all. The dude fighting bums. Folks, that's just the way that is. But anyway, I ain't gonna sit here and try to digress and try to talk about how bad the sport of boxing is. We already know. Boxing sucks. And I know we're all waiting on Kovalev and Ward, and we're gonna be excited for about 30 days. And after them 30 days over, then we will no longer be excited because that's gonna wear off. And then we'll all be excited about Lomachenko versus Walters. Oh yeah, we'll be getting up for that fight. We'll be so excited. But then after that fight's over, okay, then it'll be back to crap fights all over again. And then we'll be let down again as boxing fans. I mean, people, how was Danny Garcia going? How you going to explain this? How is Danny and Angel going to explain this PG-13 channel? How? How is Danny going to explain this? I don't think Danny Garcia can explain this. As Mr. Doc says, it's because he's got a promoter. And what do all promoters do in the words of Mr. Doc? They lie. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. What do you do is waiting on? Subscribe. I'm done.